Hello there, Bastian here. Today I'm going to be tying a March Brown Comparadun. I'm going to use the Uni thread 6/0. It's a 210 denier thread. I'm going to start this kind of behind the eye of the hook, wind back about halfway to the point, or 2/3 of the way to the point, and I'm going to stop halfway between the point and the eye. That's where you should set the wing on a Comparadun. Taking a little bunch of deer hair from this piece of natural deer hair. How much to use is a matter of experience and practice. You don't want too much, but you have to have enough to float the fly. And comb out the underfur. Pull out some of the underfur. Use the hair stacker. One reason I'm using the 6/0 Uni is that it's stronger than the 6/0 Danville thread. It's actually a 210 denier, whereas the Danville is 70 denier. So this thread is 3 times heavier and it's stronger. You'll see in a second here when I go to set the wing, evened up the tips. See, there is one broken tip in there, and I'm going to take my, came right out, there's another one. Take my Mr. Tweezer Man tweezers, pull that out. Okay, I am going to size this equal to body length. First turn comes up around is loose, and then I pull at maximum tension. Second turn, increase to maximum. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One little tug. Blade of the scissors. You've got to switch this around. Use the smooth side. Slice off the back of the wings like a knife, all in one shot. That's one reason why I love this particular brand of scissors. I've had them for 20 years. Unfortunately, they are no longer available on the market. But good fly tying scissors are an asset to a fly tyer. So I'm going to heel over these butt ends. And you'll notice that that was tied in so tightly there was no spinning of the deer hair wing. You need to tie it in under maximum tension so that your deer hair wing does not spin. I'm going to come right up at the first tie-in point, elevate the wing, wind in front, and I'm going to stand this up by damming the thread in front of the base of the wing equal to the diameter that's behind it. You can't stand up a Comparadun wing by just using some dubbing on the thread. The wing will force against the dubbing and your wing will end up going out forward. So there's your wing set pretty much 180 degrees around the upper bend of the hook. Now I'm going to wind to the point of the hook. I'm going to take the brown microfiber, that's tailing material, and I'm going to pull out 8 fibers. I generally pinch it here and then use my thumb of my left hand to pull the fibers out, and I can count these. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And I generally hold it like this. Drop that. This will be sized so that it's equal to the hook length, or maybe a touch longer, or 1.5 times the body length, which is somewhat of an abstract. Okay, that's set in place. I'm going to wind to the barb. I'm going to take the entire bunch of the tail fibers, pinch them, fold them over, and wedge my thumb just like that. You can see that they have flared out. More or less take the natural division of how they've divided on the shank of the hook. And we're going to go figure 8. 1. And you stabilize right side, left side. You've got to wrap alternately. This is done at maximum tension with 2 figure 8s, or a total of 4 turns. There's my tails spread out roughly at 45-degree angles. Pushing that wing ahead, I'm going to wind up here. You need to trim out the base of those tail fibers there behind the wing. Right to the thorax area behind the wing, and I'm going to apply my dubbing, which is a natural tan rabbit dubbing, and that is going to be put on here, hopefully just enough that I'll wind what I call reverse dubbing from the front to the back, ideally to run out of dubbing at the end of the body, at which point I will then use this nice dark brown Uni thread as a rib, wound it onto the abdomen directly from the bobbin, and here we go. That worked out perfectly. About 6, maybe even 7 turns. And I'm tucked right in behind the base of the wing. I'm going to put in more dubbing here, a little bit heavier than I did on the abdomen. And this will be done to build up the thorax area, and this will be wound right in behind the wing. I'll usually pull the wing forward with my right hand. Get that to set just a little bit. I want to make turns here. You'll see how the wing cocks forward because of the dubbing, and then I'm going to push back and come in front. Make sure I have all the hairs, and then wind right in front at the base of the wing. And I want just a tiny pinch more of dubbing there right behind the head. And then I've got bare hook shank. I don't know how well you can see that, but right at the eye. So I'll take just 4 or 5 wraps on that, and then I'll get my whip finisher and do, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 turns there. I never learned how to whip finish by hand. This is a modified Mattarelli. Nice fancy little decoration on there from Dave Wood, Sukhoi Dave, who makes his own modified tools, lives out in Ohio. He's actually listed on my blog too, Dave's Custom Fly Tying Tools, I believe. Makes some nice stuff, dubbing needles and whip finishers and so on. So that's your March Brown. Thank you very much. Okay, there is a close-up shot of that March Brown finished. You can see division of the tail fibers there, the wing at 180 degrees roughly, looking from the bottom, the fatter thorax area, slim abdomen with the ribbing, and it's a great fly. There you have it. Thank you very much.